All right, this is Brent Schmidt's final speech. Here's my audience.
We're supposed to wave.
Everyone here.
A few weeks ago, my laptop crashed. It really spun my world upside down, especially when I had to be completing online classes. I took it into a computer repair shop just to see if by some miracle it was a simple fix or something stupid I did. They told me what was wrong, but I decided to fix it through Dell because I realized I still had insurance on it. So I called the help number, expecting to be talking to a representative from California or somewhere else across the country. That was not the case. This is rarely the case anymore. I was talking to a man who was located somewhere in the Middle East. It was hard to communicate with him because of the language barrier. Spelling out many words was necessary. My computer crashed, I would say. He would respond, "Can you please repeat that, sir?" with an accent. Crashed. C as in car, R as in rain, A as in apple, S as in star, H as in hello, E as in egg, D as in dog. It was a frustrating process, but eventually my computer was repaired. They call this outsourcing, the process of contracting an existing business process, which an organization previously performed internally, to an independent organization where the process is purchased as a service. However, in my eyes, and a lot of Americans' eyes, outsourcing is defined as sending our jobs overseas. Outsourcing is a very popular business trend nowadays. Outsourcing takes place because it's cheaper, it involves the hiring of higher skilled workers, and both large and small companies can benefit from it. As a CEO, outsourcing is a no-brainer, but as an unemployed citizen, outsourcing is a source of complaint. How can we save money and create more income? Isn't that any businessman's goal in their working environment? In many business meetings where these topics are discussed, I bet you outsourcing is mentioned. If I was sent to a representative somewhere in America, that would have been much more expensive for Dell. Instead, they sent me to a less developed country in which less costly individuals would do the same work for a fraction of the price. According to Sourcing Line Computer Economics, 2,273,392 jobs were outsourced in 2011. They also say the largest reason, at 44%, is to reduce or control costs. When over 2 million jobs are sent overseas, that saves millions of dollars for various companies. In a lot of cases, outsourcing is not only cheaper, but it also involves hiring higher skilled workers. This is especially true in the field of IT services, which is what my problem fell under. Many outsourced jobs are sent to people who can complete the task with just as much knowledge. Also, going hand in hand with these skilled workers is the fact that outsourcing can help gain access to resources that were unavailable to them internally. Because of this, over 14 million jobs are at risk in the next decade. Mind you that the total United States labor force is 140 million jobs. That means 10% of our jobs could be outsourced. Slowly but surely, more and more jobs are being sent out of the country. Finally, both large and small companies can benefit from outsourcing. Whether you're a Fortune 500 company or a mom-and-pop store, you can find labor for cheap by outsourcing. We all know that outsourcing occurs in large companies. The biggest outsourcing companies include IBM, EDS, Dell, and Cognizant, all very powerful companies. But a market for personal outsourcing has also emerged for small businesses. Overseas personal assistants are called upon to do anything asked of them by their employers, at a very low rate, a rate low enough in which the cost is less than the value of their own time. As you can see, outsourcing is spreading like wildfire. It's an epidemic that can't be stopped. Although many of us are against it, it's a smart business choice for companies like Dell. Even though it gets frustrating to customers such as me. In the time it took me to give this speech, millions of outsourced employees were working hard to ensure success for various companies. Because outsourcing is cheap, involves the hiring of skilled employees, and can be done with large and small companies, it will be relevant in the workforce for many years. Next time you call a company for help, see if they send you overseas.
That was a good ending.
Good job.